How's everyone doing today? My name is Lungtide, and today I just kind of wanted to make a video talking about Rage 3. I'm sitting here, I'm drinking my cold brew, first thing in the morning, about to start work for the day. I work at home currently. Um, Watching Behemoth and looking on Reddit and stuff, and I've noticed that I see the talk about Rage 3 a lot more frequently nowadays, right? So I'm kind of just like throwing this video out there to give my personal opinion and to kind of gauge what everyone else's opinion is. I'm probably gonna take the like and dislike ratio off of this video because it's like kind of just like my personal opinion. You don't like have to like it. If you don't want to hear it, and just like don't watch the video. But let's talk about Rage 3, and I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. So, Chambers of Xeric and TOB. They are two pieces of content that are very unique, and there's no content like it. Once you see a streamer doing Theater of Blood, even on the thumbnail, you know they're in Theater of Blood, right? And Chambers of Xeric, you know they're in Chambers of Xeric because they're very unique pieces of content that have a lot of attention to detail, right? You look at the Chambers of Xeric, the whole place, like each room kind of, all the rooms look different. Vespula, Tecton, all this stuff. And so I see a lot of people just, they're ready for Rage 3, right? And I've seen spoilers and stuff, and correct me if I'm wrong. I might be behind on the whole spoiler thing. There might have been leaks. I don't know, but essentially, I believe that maybe Rage 3 hasn't been talked about much because, one, they might be creating hype. Two, it's in development, and all that. Three, they just don't have a good idea for Rage 3. Like, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know if they like have an idea of what Rage 3 want, like what they want it to be. Essentially, what I'm saying is, like I said, Chambers of Xeric and Theater of Blood, they are both unique pieces of content. Like they are, you look at those pieces of content, they were really, really thought about. Rage 3, we have a lot of talk about it. We want it to be in the desert, right? We believe it's going to be desert themed. But I don't want them to just reuse, layouts from Pyramid Plunder or like rooms from Pyramid Plunder. I don't want them to sit there and just put the normal desert walls that we, know and see, from Desert Treasure, the maze, and, stuff like that. Like, I don't want them to reuse these, places, those rooms and stuff. I kind of want it to be like Theater of Blood. Let's make it like, sand tombs in the background and big spiky sand spikes and whatnot. And honestly, they probably have all that in mind, but they don't know how they're going to implement it. And I actually, there was a streamer I was watching. He said he sent like a bunch of ideas for like puzzles, boss fights. I believe like one idea was about like a curse that a boss could give, and you have to kill the boss in a certain amount of time, or the curse will just kill you. There's no way to get around it, not even Serpentine Visage, all that stuff. So I don't know if they kind of have an idea, and frankly, I don't want them to rush that. I don't want them to sit here and just give us something because we're really in need of it. And let's be honest here. And right now, you can cut off the video. That's my personal opinion. Leave in the comments what you think. If what you're thinking there, relating to Chambers of Xeric, TOB, and then Rage 3, how they're just unique pieces of content, and frankly, I don't want them to rush that. I don't want them to give us something that's half-ass and stuff. But moving on with more of a ramble, personally, like the people that are saying there's no content in the game, I agree. Like, there's no new content, right? We're not being like, we have quality of life changes, but we don't have like big content. And even Tempuros, sorry if I'm butchering that name, but that just came out this week. It's fun. I love it. Like it's actually like it's pretty fun. But like even that piece of content, it took a while for them to come out with it, and realistically, it's not like in depth. You fish the fish, waves come out. You stand on the totem pole, cook the fish, and send it through the cannons and then fish at the harpoon pool and kill the boss. Like it's very simple, but it took a long time for them to come out. I was watching Tasty's video the other day about the boss tier list, and he said something about number 3 was the Inferno. And I was sitting there, I was thinking, I was like, that should be number 1. That's like really hard. But number 2 was the Inferno, No Pillar, and Solo TOB. And I agree with that. And that should be an example of like the kind of content that is available right now, right? So let's say you're burnt out everything. You have 500 TOB KC, 2,000 Chambers KC, maxed out account, all that stuff. Really and truthfully, that's the only content you can do is really you make it up yourself. You know, make an Iron Man that's gridlocked or something. So I see that side of things, but I personally believe there might be a disconnected Jagex right now with the whole work at home thing. I was watching the Q&A this week, and I don't know if it was actually this week or last week, but anyways, there was a thought that was brought up about construction decorations, and one of the mods took up the question and went on for like 5-6 minutes about how we shouldn't be skilling in our POHs, like, you know, fishing, woodcutting, etc. We shouldn't be skilling in there because it kind of takes us out of the world. And the whole question was about decoration, and he kind of like really emphasized that he didn't want people to get out of the world, but like he didn't like hear the question right, you know. And it's almost like, and then Mod Aiza chimed in. He's like, I think he was talking about decorations. I don't think he was talking about like skilling in the POH. And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry. It's just like, when I watched that Q&A, and that's not the only example really, but when I watched that Q&A, it just seemed like there's a disconnect at Jagex, and we just don't know about it really, because we're not supposed to know about it. We're the consumer. We don't. They're supposed to update us on stuff that they're confident about, but they're not supposed to update us on like what's going on, you know, through the process and stuff like that currently. And I believe that there might be a little disconnect that we don't know about. So it might add time and delay these, you know, updates that we want. And sure, do I think that they should consolidate efforts, or consolidate, put more effort into stuff that we really want instead of like Group Iron Man and things of that nature? Yes, but that's just I guess that's just not how game studios work. You know, it's really, they have teams that are working on each piece of content, and you know, with with a lot of people leaving Jagex, and I might be completely overthinking that, but you know, in the past year, I remember a couple big names leaving Jagex, and I don't remember off the top of my head right now. This video is just kind of off the wall, but a lot of people are leaving Jagex, and I believe it's because of, you know, I don't know how much they get paid or anything, but I have seen multiple times, and especially in that Asmongold interview, that Jagex puts more money into the game than they do their actual studio, which is beautiful. I love that, right? But maybe a lot of people are getting onto Jagex and they're using it as like a starter company to kind of take off to one of these you know, random 3D games, you know, World of Warcraft wannabe games that essentially they're not like becoming anything big, but they're, you know, they're making money because of microtransactions and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother subject. Anyways, that's the ramble part. I could go on all day. If you want to hear me talk more about it, I stream sometimes on twitch.tv/lungtide, LUNGTIED. But yeah, essentially, like, I would rather them take their time with Raids 3, because, you know, I'm very happy with Chambers of Xeric, and I'm very happy with Theater of Blood. They are two pieces of content that are very, very beautiful. Not just that, but they're very fun. And, you know, it's probably not fun for people that are trying to learn them right now or haven't even tried it yet. Might be referred to as sweaty and stuff like that, but it's pretty fun. I like it. And honestly, like, if you're one of those people that kind of play alone and stuff like that, like, find a clan. You know, like, if you're bored right now, find a clan. Literally, like, go have fun with people in Chambers of Xeric. Go have fun with people in Theater of Blood, because really and truthfully, like, we are playing a video game, but we're not playing Minecraft in single player here. We're playing MMORPG, a massively multiplayer online role playing game. And the whole fun of it is finding people and having endless nights of fun. Maybe, now I'm not condoning it, but maybe having a few drinks and stuff like that, and sitting in some chambers of Zarek, just having a blast. And I feel a lot of people have gotten disconnected from that because of the whole grind and that grinds that we go through and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm kind of done here. I don't want to go any much longer, but I appreciate if you made this far, but like I said, you could have cut the video off like 7 minutes ago. This was all just rambling, and this was all a personal opinion. So tell me what you think in the comments. Let me know, and yeah, I hope you have fun out there. Keep grinding, and be safe out there. All right, thank you guys.